Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, the graph below shows the parent function f of x equals x squared. Which of the following statements is true? Okay, so they're telling us that whatever is on the graph, it's my parent function. Is that right? And I can see that because it goes through the origin and it's a positive and it's facing upward, right? So we're good on that. What are they asking me to find? Well, they want to find out a statement that is true. So we're going to need to read that statement on the answer choices and see which one is true. So let's start with letter A. It says, the graph of the function g of x equals fx plus 6 has the same axis of symmetry than the parent function f of x. So, is that true or not? So what's my new function? Well, the new function is f of x plus 6. Now think about where will you put that function in my grid? Well, since it has the plus 6, then I know that it's going to go through y equals 6, and it's going to be very much like that one right there. Right? So it's upward and very much the same, right? So is it true that they have the same axis of symmetry? And the answer is yes, right? We can see that the axis of symmetry will still go through the x equals 0, right? Which is right on that line. Very good. So I know letter A, it's true. And of course, we're looking for something that is true, but let's look at the next one. Letter B. It says, the graph of the function g of x equals 2 f of x is wider than the parent function. So what's my keyword over here? Wider. Is it true that if you have a number greater than 1, is it going to be wider or is it going to be thinner? Or some people say more kind of like narrower, right? Yes, it's not supposed to be wider. It's going to be a little bit more narrow than the parent function. So letter B is not true. How about letter C? It says the graph of the function g of x equals f parenthesis negative x is a reflection across the x-axis. So let me ask a question on that. If we're talking about a reflection on the x-axis, is it okay for the negative sign to be inside the parentheses? No, right? If I want to show a reflection across the x-axis, the negative sign needs to be outside the parentheses, right? So that's why letter C is not correct, okay? What about letter D? It says the graph of the function g of x equals f parentheses x plus 3 is a vertical translation of the parent function. So let's see. The word here is what? Vertical. Now, how do I know if it's vertical or horizontal? If it's inside the parentheses, it's not vertical. Inside the parentheses is actually horizontal. Okay, so that's not true either. Therefore, the only answer that matches my description and everything, yes, it was letter A, very good, where it has the same axis of symmetry.